Welcome to Swindon File.
And on today's episode, we will be talking about the ever-increasing fact, food waste.
Every year in the UK alone, £6 billion worth of food is wasted every year. This wasted food has a massive effect on our society. But how?
As you can see, there is food all around us. Every year, we produce and harvest over 3 billion tonnes of food. But how comes about a third of it doesn't make it to our mouths?
So, how is it actually got there? How bad actually is it? Let's find out.
Hey Charlie.
Hello.
So how bad actually is it? And how does it affect our third world countries?
Well, basically, 60% of the food that we make is wasted and untouched.
Wow. So could this food be used on all the starving people?
Yeah, we could use 60% of this food on countries that get no food.
And what about our environment? How does it affect that?
This has a massive effect on climate, like because of the packaging, travelling and everything else. It all adds up to the environment.
So actually, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, you could say that.
Alright, thanks Charlie.
Bye.
So, how's it actually got this bad?
Well, it relates to us and the population, because we might get given warm food, but then our parents won't put on the plate and we might not eat it.
It could relate as well to the population. Because obviously, in 1804 the population reached 1 billion. In 1927 it reached 2 billion. And in 1960 it reached 3 billion. 1974 it reached 4 billion. And from there it's just steadily increased. To now, the population is 7 billion at its peak. This could mean that we have to grow more food than we eat more food than we can actually produce. Hello again. Hello. So, did you find out anything interesting? I did actually. I found out the history of how our population is linked to. And I found about the modern day and how it affects the day that we're living. Well, we can put all this together and find out more. Yeah. How is this going to affect our future? In the 20th and 21st century, we've had agricultural advancements which make farming more sufficient.
I would agree with this, as you can obviously tell, in the food production, the industry has went a lot higher and a lot more food is being produced.
But how come we've still got the problem of food waste?
Like I said earlier to Ellie, 60% of the food we make is untouched and threw away, just like that.
So it's our fault.
Yeah, I would blame everything on us.
We are actually producing enough food to supply for the world, but we're not eating enough, or we're not supplying enough food.
If we didn't waste this whole 60% of food, then everybody in the world could eat. You wouldn't have any of these, maybe even these charities like Comic Relief and things, because we wouldn't need to do it for starving children, because food would be everywhere and everyone could eat, even in third world countries.
In summary, we're not actually spreading our food out evenly. It's just mainly in the first world countries, not the third world countries.
Yeah, it's definitely going to the richer countries because obviously, as we all know, they can afford it and these other countries can't afford it. But if we didn't waste all of that, 60%, which is a major amount of food, then they could eat and afford it with ease.
Which is, as we said earlier, 1.3 billion tonnes, so everyone could have 1 tonne.
Yeah, 1 tonne per person in third world
Which
countries.
is enough to feed someone annually.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay, thank you, Charlie.
See you soon.
Now we come to the big final question. How do we actually solve this problem?
We need to create a waste not want not society that the children are educated in food waste.
And also, reusing food that we don't actually need to chuck away, and only buying food that you need, so it's less waste and it actually saves you money.
Thank you for watching Swindon File.
Every year in the UK alone, £6 billion worth of food is wasted. Every year in the UK alone, £6 billion worth of food is wasted every year. This makes a massive effect on our society. But how?
Go! Why not? Go! Stop rolling, there's an Aztec!
Hey Charlie.
Hello, Ellie.
So, how...
Kiss, kiss, kiss!
What the hell?
So, how has it actually got this bad?
Well, it can relate to us. Our parents might give us and buy us some food and put on a table. A what? Seriously, guys?
So currently, 1 billion of the world's population is malnourished.
And this can relate to the 1.3 billion tonnes of food wasted every year. And most of this food that is wasted is shipped over from the Asia and the Africa. And these are the continents that are mainly affected.
Niall, what was that?
I need to read what I'm saying. So with agricultural advancements in the future,